Hey everybody, Captain B. Just doing a little planning and recon for today. Day 2 of our trip to Peterborough. And today we're going to try and do 6 locks. So we spent the night here at Lovesick, and it's fresh. It was about 6 degrees last night, so that's a little bit, is a little cool. Not cold, but it was cool. So we're going to try and do 6 locks. We're going to do Burley Falls, Young's Point, Lakefield Lock, Sawyer Creek, Douro, and if we're lucky we'll make it to Otanabe for tonight. That's the plan. We're going to cruise nice and easy. The winds are supposed to be okay. We're going to get a high of maybe 18 today, so it should be nice and comfortable, and we're going to enjoy what we hope is a nice smooth ride. So we are off towards Burley Falls, and we are going to cross Buckhorn Lake when we get to the next lock. It's only 3 kilometers between the two, so this is going to be a short ride, and we are going to be going down again in the system, this time about 26 feet, so it'll be a fairly large lock. So we've been through the Burley Falls locks, and we're here at Stony Lake, I believe, we need to cross, and we're going to be doing about 10 kilometers before the next lock, but we do need to pass Hell's Gate. Oh no! Well, we'll have to see. We've never done this. There's a passage of very tight buoys and lots of sharp corners that we need to navigate that are about halfway in between the 2 locks, and they call it Hell's Gate, so we'll have to see. It's Hell's Gate! We made it through safe and sound through Hell's Gate. It's just a matter of following the channels. That's not such a big deal. I think what was a lot scarier is those houseboats that don't know what they're doing and that cut right in front of you in the middle of Hell's Gate. Interesting. So we are in Stony Lake. We've got about 6 kilometers to go, and off we go to Young's Point Lock. By one boat, a couple of fishing boats, nice and smooth, not too much wind. So we're going to be going down again in this lock, and this time we're going to be dropping only 7.5 feet. So off we go to Young's Point Lock. So we just took a 10-minute break to pee the dog, and we just finished the Young's Point Lock, which is right over my shoulder back here, and we are gonna get back underway. We have 3 kilometers. The next series of locks are all gonna be very tightly close together, so we're looking at 3 kilometers before the next lock, which is Lakefield, and I'm not sure how many feet that one is, but we'll see when we get there. So we just finished the Lakefield Lock. Quite a tricky approach, as you saw. Nice place though. We dropped 15 feet or 15.5 feet, and now we only have 2 kilometers to do until we get to the Sawyer's Creek Lock, where we're going to drop about 10 feet. So it won't be long before we're in the next one. just finished the Sawyer's Creek lock, and the Canada geese have invaded that place. Not a very good place to stay, so we're moving on. The next lock, 3 kilometers away, Duro, and we're going to be dropping about 11 feet. So looking forward to the next one. So we're still the only ones to lock through. 3 kilometers to go again. We are going to Utton Abbey and lock, and we are going to be dropping down about 12 feet. So nice tranquil little canal, lovely views. This is awesome. So that was the Utton Abbey lock. And the same lock staff as the lock before followed us through. They actually ask you in the previous log, are you continuing on? You tell them yes, and they say, okay, we'll meet you there. They get in their pickup truck, drive to the next lock, and then they meet you here and lock you through. Pretty neat. Anyways, we are done with the locks for today. We got 1 kilometer to go to get to Nassau Mills, and we're going to stay at the top of that lock this evening. We've arrived for the evening at Nassau Mills Lock, and as you can see behind me, there's the lock. So we are at the bottom of the lock, and we thought we'd be staying at the top of the lock, but after some discussions with the lock staff and MJ, they decided that it was probably best for us to be at the bottom of the lock. So we're here. There's only one other boat, and that means we locked through 7 locks today. 7 locks we did in one day. That's quite something. Considering the hours are restrained between 10 and 3:30, they were kind enough to really lock us through at 3:30, which it should technically be closed at 3, but because of the negotiations and this potential other boat that wanted to get through, they were kind enough to lock us through and send us down to the bottom, which is very nice. Got a little bit less wind, and we're going to explore the park a little bit. So this is the bottom of the Nassau Mills Lock, and in the background is Trent University, and you can see there's the Blue Tortuga and just one other boat here at the bottom of the lock for the evening. There's the lock walls. A 12 feet drop or so, 12 or 14. And this is a manual lock. What you see there is the actual pulleys that they use to open and close manually the lock gates or doors. And then these are the mechanisms here that lower these little doors inside at the bottom of the lock to either let water flow through or stop it from flowing through. Because we're here for the evening, we can actually walk back and forth and pretend we're lock staff. So on the upper side of the lock, there's quite a lengthy wall that you can actually enjoy, and that was the plan to be up here. But the most popular locals are the Canada geese, and there are quite a few of them, but there's a lovely park on the other side of the lock as well. But as you can see, when it comes to Nassau Mills Lock and several others we did along the way, the Canada geese are the ones in charge. So each one of the locks, for the most part, also has a dam. So usually the lock passes through a channel either to the right or to the left side of the dam, but almost always there's a dam associated with the locks. And none of them do any, create any electricity. It's really about controlling the water flow of the rivers. So these are old dams, and they were built a long time ago, and if you look very closely, those are giant square timbers that are holding back the water on the other side of the dam. So the water you see in the middle of the dam is actually just leaking through the timbers, but it's just big pieces of wood. There's a view directly down the face of the timbers, down to the wall floor. There's the giant timbers all stacked together. They're holding back the water that's on the other side of the dam. So we're having a damn good time at the Nassau Mills lock. So we're gonna enjoy our evening, enjoy this wonderful mild weather. It's not too hot and probably not too fresh tonight. So we're gonna enjoy some food, maybe a beverage or two. We'll do a little bit of planning because there's not a lot left because we are basically in Peterborough. And then we're gonna have to navigate a swing bridge tomorrow and then the Peterborough lift lock, which I've really been looking forward to and is hopefully the highlight of this trip. So until tomorrow, this is Captain B saying keep the bottom side wet and the top side dry.